It's what?
Reda is not here.
Rida is not here, yes.
He was waiting, but now he left.
Oops, and Mazen left too. Sorry, حازم.
لا.
Too.
Yes.
واضح ان الناس زعلانه مني جدا يا مازن، الناس زعلانه مني قوي. طيب.
It's okay, but okay.
قولوا when it comes to the writing. انت عايز الرايتنج، انت زعلان مني عشان الرايتنج صح؟ انا عارفه.
لا مش زعلان والله, but I want to يعني focus on this part because
طيب اوكي, شوف انا هقول لك على حاجه.
my major.
Sure, your major concern. So let me. Well, to be very honest, I went through it, okay, and I felt that there is an improvement, amazing, compared to the last one, okay. But again, I didn't have a good chance. Wait, just a minute, please. Here we go. Is it only one picture sent, ya Hazan? Yeah, Mason? No. Here it is. Okay, so here we go. You guys came back?
Yes.
Mason didn't come back, and Rida is here without a cam. Anyway, so I will check your writing online now because I wanted to tell you about your mistakes. Okay, Mason? Okay, so most of the communities are struggling with the dilemma of space lacking that what may...
وده قريناه.
نعم؟
ده عملنا له evaluation المرة اللي فاتت.
This was the last, Mason, this was the last that you sent me. This is the last one I have from your side. Oh, شوف يا Mason, here is my email. Have a look at it. The first Mason I received, look here. The first Mason I received is this, which is this, the same one I opened. Here. Oh no.
That was in the 23.
A minute, please. That was on the 23rd, yes. Here we go. Here it is. This is the last one I received from you. Did you send anything else?
Would you like that I send it now?
No problem. Send it now. And
yes.
I think Reda sent me something else today, right? Reda?
Right.
Yeah. Yes. Here we go. Type Reda, I will check yours now, okay? And then I will check Mazen's as well, okay? Here we go. I'll save it to my desktop. So I'll call it Reda 1, for example. Yalla bina. Bismillah. Mazen, please send yours now.
I already sent it. I hope it will reach on time.
Inshallah. Once it reaches, you will see my screen. Okay, where can I rotate it? Rotate. Edit and create.
At the top. At the top.
Edit up. What's that?
Rotate. No, please escape. No. This is an editor filter.
Here we go.
Please escape.
What's why escape?
Yes, escape.
Hey.
Back to the.
خلاص يا ابني. Okay, so and now back. Okay, and now which topic was it, Rida?
I attached a topic related to the internet, the use of the internet, yes. Beside the conventional books in education.
طيب. Here we go. Which is you attach here. The internet will never replace traditional course books in school. How far do you agree with this prediction? طيب. And now I have a question. Do you think that this is an opinion essay?
Yes.
Why?
Because they asked me about my opinion and they didn't bring me any both sides, only one side. He bring me one opinion and ask me about this opinion.
So it is either you agree or disagree. You have to determine whether you agree or disagree. But again, in order to know where exactly you stand from this situation, you have to understand or you have to weigh the advantages compared to the disadvantages and then decide where you stand from both of them, right?
Yes, okay.
For that reason, now let's have a look. And again, be careful that here they sometimes subtly or indirectly ask you to give your opinion. Sometimes it is very indirect way, and you have to be very careful that this is an opinion essay. So again, sometimes they ask you in an indirect way to mention your opinion, like this here. Here, how far do you agree? How far do you agree means that you have to mention your opinion, okay? Where you stand from this case. So here is what Rida has mentioned. أيوة يا رضا بقى الباراجرافينج ده يفرحني. يا سلام يا سلام على الكلام الجميل. طيب يبقى نشوف. Nowadays there are variety. لا variety يبقى there is a variety. There is a variety لوحدها هتقولي of methods ماليش دعوة أنا بتكلم عن الفرايتي. Mazen, I received yours now. Okay? So there is a variety of methods regarding the learning process. Well, it's learning processes. Learning processes, not process only. Okay? Or learning methods. Or methodologies. Methodologies and processes. And
learning process الحقيقة أنا ترجمتها ترجمة حرفية للمصطلح العملية التعليمية يعني.
I know.
طيب It should be a little process, yes.
Well, educational process is much better, or educational the educational system. العملية التعليمية يعني the educational system. So there is a strong competition between the internet and the conventional books and teaching. يعني إيه conventional books and teaching؟ مش فاهمة.
هو في الموضوع نفسه كان بيتكلم عنها اللي هي البوكس كتب مش فاكر. هو اتكلم عنها الكتب العادية. أنا أقصد الكتب التقليدية يعني.
Ordinary, normal.
Traditional books.
Yeah, traditional. But no, traditional books, it has a different meaning. Here, traditional course books. Course books. So, what did you say? Instead, conventional, no. No, like you may say the regular books, regular course books, okay? Or regular program books, regular program books.
هي ممكن تبقى actual إن هي opposite to virtual books. Actual مش عارف بقى.
لا خالص لا. It doesn't give the same meaning. They mean to say the traditional way of teaching, which is using the regular books. Regular, بس. Okay?
Or ordinary?
Ordinary books? Well, ordinary is fine, but the opposite of ordinary is disordinary, which is يعني a little bit أفضل regular, the regular books. Okay? I believe that the educational process cannot stand with books. The education process cannot stand with books. Okay, so you mean that they cannot stand alone with books anymore?
Yes.
You have to add the word anymore. In this essay, we will invest in capital I, bravo. In this essay, comma, bravo, we will investigate this crucial issue from different aspects. هننقص بس إذا هننقص في الجزئية دي على شوية vocabulary which is inconvenient vocabulary بس. Okay? يعني ما نترجمش يا رضا ترجمة حرفية. Translation, literal translation is not very good. It's not a very recommended way. It might be said that there is no way to argue the fact which is the internet has occupied a significant space in all fields of today's world, today's apostrophe S. Therefore, the internet has the ability to control the education process entirely. Although the important role of the internet in our lives, traditional books still have its importance, مفيش حاجة اسمها importance, please. Its importance, E. It ends with an E, not a Y. Its importance in learning. Capital W for the word when. When it comes to pupils in early education stages, for instance, primary and secondary school, bravo, we cannot depend on the internet, but only the books which were written by pedagogical experts can help and support students to assimilate the knowledge. ايه الجمال ده؟ ايه الكلام العظيم جايبه منين؟ ناقشه منين؟
كامبريدج بوك. في كتاب لكامبريدج فيه حاجات مواضيع كتير.
اصل البيداجوجي
خدمة، انا شرفتك اهو.
البيداجوجيكال دي انا قعدت ادرس فيها، حضرتك انت فيها اسبوع بس.
It is a very educational term. It's way related to the educational process and to the academic process. So that's perfect. I love the first paragraph, and I love the way you develop your ideas. Impressive. Another interesting issue is that learning via internet sources might lead to time wasting in gathering unreliable data. And to tackle this problem, we should follow teacher-led lessons instead of autonomous learning to skill our pupils to become more independent. ايه to skill our pupils دي؟ يعني to help them. لا
هتزود apostrophe على pupils وتحط improving skills.
To help our students improve or become more independent, to remove these two. To help our pupils become more independent. Learning through the internet, throughout the internet, through the internet, not throughout. Through the internet needs not only study under supervision, but also much more time to discriminate between resources and shift information, which it in itself is a hard task to do. Which is in itself a hard task to do.
That's right.
ممتاز. However, no one can deny the significant role. Adjective, significant role. Noun, significance. Adjective, significant. So no one can deny the significant. وبعدين ننسى شوية موضوع no one can deny. No one can deny. يبقى احنا بنعمل generalization, and generalization is academically rejected nowadays. ده الاتيتيود بتاع الacademic people. We can't generalize and say no one on earth. لا أكيد هتلاقي فيه. مفيش حاجة اسمها no one. You can say that the majority of the people, majority of the students, majority of the educational stakeholders. Do you guys know what's a stakeholder? People who are responsible for something. Stakeholders, people who are responsible. So you can say, so the majority of the stakeholders now, education stakeholders nowadays agree or they cannot deny, as you wrote, Rida, the majority of them cannot deny the significant role of the internet in learning adults while in teaching adults.
In teaching.
Yes, in teaching adults through their innovation way. Innovative. Again, the adjective innovation is innovative. She's such an innovative person, creative person. There are innovative ways, creative ways. So innovative ways. For example, which you missed when I كنت لسه أعلق على these two paragraphs 1 and 2, there are no examples. ذكرت الexample في آخر حاجة. So, for example, distance learning or self-study modules which suit adults rather than teenagers and it's high benefit to save their time and effort. Okay, so, and you can, by the way, you can simply talk about something else, which is a trend nowadays, which is the homeschooling. It started to be a trend, and students started to leave schools for homeschooling because they believe that the school is a time and effort waste, and it's better if you stay at home and learn whatever you want to learn in whatever time you want to learn. Yeah? So I think you could have mentioned this too. That would help you a lot.
Okay.
Finally, to sum up, as we can see, in academic essays, يا رضا, try to avoid the words I and we. Try to avoid the words I, we. Yes, we were going to write the opinion in the above paragraph, but when it comes to the conclusion, try to avoid we and write a general statement. So in conclusion, a conventional books, again conventional, traditional books. Traditional books are considered to be an integral part of the educational process, which لا انت هنا you missed a very important thing. الconclusion بتاعك is too weak يا رضا. ليه؟ لأنه أصلا التوبيك بيتكلم عن إيه؟ Whether the technology will replace or whether the internet will replace the books or not. Did you mention anything about the internet here?
In conclusion, no.
You have to. You have to. You only mentioned your opinion.
Okay.
So in the conclusion يا رضا, وده اللي ممكن ينقصك جدا بعد ما كنت هقول لك انت ممكن تجيب في التوبيك ده band score 7.5 هتنزل لغاية band score 7. Why? Because the conclusion is weak. The conclusion has to cover all the topic theme, the main theme that they are talking about. So you're comparing book with technology. So you can't talk about books and discard all what is related to technology. Okay?
Okay.
And again, you can increase your conclusion to 3 or 4 sentences, including your recommendation, if you have a recommendation. So Mahazim, what do you think the recommendation in this topic could be?
I didn't know the topic, what is the topic about, because I just joined from 3 minutes. So I don't know what is the topic about.
Amazing. I will show you what's the topic about. حاضر يا حازم. Amazing. Any idea? What do you think the conclusion can contain? What else could it contain?
It should be a mirror to the introduction. We paraphrase the whole subject.
Mm-hmm. Paraphrase the whole topic, right?
And also confirming my own opinion as
excellent in different words. Very good. And you can also add the recommendation. So what would the recommendation be? So you can say, for example, that the internet can be used in the educational process. بس طبعا ده يعني if you mentioned this above يا رضا, you could have added this idea too. We can easily replace the books if you believe in this, definitely. So we can replace the books once we become completely sure that it is under adult supervision, especially when it comes to the educational process for the younger school children. Okay?
Okay.
I liked it, but again, يعني very few mistakes were spotted. But يا رضا, you have to be very careful what to write in the conclusion. And by the way, gentlemen, do not underestimate the conclusions. Conclusions are important too. Okay? طيب هروح بسرعة على مازن.
أنا عايز كده اللي هو هارد كوبي كده وشخبطة كده.
اللي هو إيه؟
You know ده دكتور محمد كده، محمد خليل كان شخبط كده في الورقة ويطلع غلطات وحاجات حمراء.
يس.
بس
اوكي. انت عاوز
بس عشان اعرف
محتاج شخبطه، مش عاوزني اعمل لك الاونلاين ايفالويشن صح؟
يعني much better to because sometimes I missed the comments that you told me, so much better to be written.
خلاص اللي تشوفه ما عنديش مشكله. حاضر. بعدين تعالى هنا. انت جبت تصحيح محمد خليل موسى منين؟ انت ما تعرفش. انا عايزه.
السؤال ده مهم. السؤال ده مهم جدا واحنا عايزين نعرف اجابته سوا الحقيقه.
حالا.
لا انا بس مره واحده هو صحح لي توبيك بس قبل التست بتاعي. عشان I joined his WhatsApp group IELTS expert.
اذا انت معانا على الواتساب جروب which one؟ ما تقوليش IELTS رياض ولا IELTS مش عارفه.
IELTS experts.
لا والله. ايه ده؟ Am I on IELTS experts? I don't think so. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. بس anyway يعني well, Dr. Muhammad Khalil Musa is such a dear friend. ما شاء الله لا قوة إلا بالله. He's such a good guy and يعني he's so knowledgeable.
By the way, he's the one who recommend you to.
Oh really? يعني أنت you didn't know me before.
Once I asked him the
Khalil, ما شاء الله ما شاء الله. Okay. And you guys, Rida and Haizem, from where did you know me?
For me,
I know you
from
Facebook.
Facebook. وأنت يا رضا؟
For me, also through the page of Abdullah Amir.
Abdullah Amir, yes.
ايه ده انتوا جايين جداد قوي يا جماعه على الموضوع. انتوا جداد خالص. عبد الله عامر ده يعني بقاله شهر ولا شهرين يعني. طيب على اي حال الحمد لله. Good, that's good. Anyway يلا نكمل النهارده ان شاء الله. معانا المهمه الصعبه اللي رضا مستنيها بقاله قرون القرون.
شغلوا لي كتير.
انا الحقيقه مش عارفه why do you find it difficult? It's not that difficult. Yes. Okay, so today inshallah we're going to talk about the reading section and
today is session number 13.
نعم.
Today it's number 13.
أنا ما بعدش. الحقيقة اللي بيعد هو رضا دلوقتي. صح يا رضا؟
صحيح.
Yes. So I think we have four sessions.
Okay.
Only 4?
I think you count. Yeah, I don't know, but you just count. أنت عاوز نقعد لأبد الآبدين أنا عارفة.
أيوه.
أنت مش عايز تمتحن ولا إيه يا مازن؟ مش عايز تمتحن.
أنا عايز بس يعني وجود
خلينا شوية. خلينا شوية. أوكي. So عادي مفيش مشكلة. نخلص امتحان الآيلتس ونخلينا شوية مفيش أي مشكلة. أرجع لكم تاني ونعمل تاني مع بعض English practice and you're very much welcome anytime. No problem at all. أنا مبسوطة معاكم جدا على فكرة.
والله
إحنا أكتر والله.
طيب يلا بينا. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. عايزة نقول لهم على السربرايز اللي اتفقنا عليها امبارح ولا ما نقولهمش؟ نخليها آخر الكورس. إيه رأيك؟
آخر الكورس.
آخر الكورس صح. خلاص صح.
يا حبيبي أنت معانا.
نعرف يا جماعة عشان واحد باله ما يتشغلش بس.
هيتهدوا. اوكي.
بس رضا هيزعل.
رضا
ليه بقى؟ طب ده كلام؟ يبقى حاسس ان في خيانه هتحصل في الرياض. على فكره بقى انا ممكن ابلغ البلديه والدفاع المدني لو حاجه حصلت بعيد عني.
طب اسمع يا رضا، انت ممكن تيجي الرياض لو قلنا لك تعالى عشان في مثلا عزومه او في غدوه بره او كده عوائليه؟
والله على حسب ظروف الشغل والميعاد بس يعني ليه لا؟
بس على كده طالما في ظروف الشغل وكلمه ظروف دخلت في الموضوع يبقى شكرا على كده. شاكرين. شفت بقى ان انت
طب ينفع بجد؟
احنا هنرتب من دلوقتي ان شاء الله ونقول لك على الميعاد، ولو قدرت تيجي وتجيب الولاد وتجيب المدام ونعملها حاجه عائليه كده جميله يبقى تشرفنا وتنورنا. اوكي؟
والله ده شرف.
ما عنديش ولاد ولا مدام.
جاي يعني جاي ماليش دعوه. انت في الرياض وما تقوليش اجازه ومش اجازه ان شاء الله. يا تعالى يا ولد. say hi. say hi. This is my youngest son. تعالى يا ولد. just look at them.
لا تعالى اعطيني الكاميرا.
ازيك؟
This is my little
Say hi to Mazen.
Yeah. Hi Mazen. No, say no. He knows you, Mazen.
Mazen.
He's saying say hi to Mazen, your brother. Okay, well. يلا go. So النهارده إن شاء الله we'll start our reading section, okay? And it's not as scary as you guys think. It's a piece of cake. Believe me, it's a piece of cake. Once you master the skills of it. The skills are so easy, by the way. Once you know them and once you master them, everything is going to turn very easy. خلاص؟ تعالوا مع بعض كده نشوف what are the most important tips and strategies related to the reading section. أنا هسأل سؤال. أول حاجة علشان I don't know what is the technique that you guys usually use. Mazen already took the test before. Rida, the same. Hazen didn't, right? Hazen,
Yes.
did you take the test before? You didn't?
No,
Okay.
no.
So, well, for the reading section, we know that the reading will have 3 main sections. Section 1 in the reading, section 2, and section 3. Okay? Let me write this down on the board. I think it will be easy for you if I write it down on the board. So, if you look here, is my board clear enough? Yes. Here we go. The reading section. The reading is divided into 3 sections. Right. Do they differ from academic and general? Yes, they are a little bit different. In what way? In number 1, we'll have section 1, section 2, and section 3. Its time is 1 hour. You should spend 1 hour in these 3 sections, okay? In the general reading or general test, and here is the academic test. For the general, you in here section 1, section 2, and section 3. Section 1 will be divided into 2 passages. Section 2, 2 passages. Section 3, 1 passage. Okay? Same happens for the academic training, but bearing in mind that for the academic test, they don't divide the sections. They give one very long section here, section 1. Section 2, again, one very big. And the last is the most challenging with section 3. Okay? These 3 sections are mainly academic passages. So most probably you will find out that you will meet a lot of, or you will find a lot of scientific terms and terminology. Other times you will find a lot of words that are derived from different sciences, like space, like technology, like plants, like animals. So it's derived from magazines, newspapers. It's mostly all papers and researches. So it's mostly academic, which is taking copy-paste from papers and researches. Whereas in the general topic, you may find, or in the general test, you may find these topics taken from other resources like magazines, everyday magazines. But again, we will talk about the articles and from where do they get them. They can take again a copy paste from a magazine or an article. Sometimes we get scientific papers here, but they are not that academic or as academic as section 3 in the academic module. Okay?
Okay.
So now let's move to the tips. And again, as I said, it's 1 hour. 1 hour means that you should give 20 minutes for each task, 20, 20, 20. But this is not the case. The case is 18, 18. You know, stop rolling your books, your papers. You're so noisy. You're distracting us. Okay. 18, 18, and here 20, 24. Right, Reda?
Right.
Does this give me 60? So why did I give 18? 18 means 9 minutes for each passage. Same here, 9 minutes for each passage. And for the last passage, 24, because number 1, it is the most challenging passage. And number 2, again, its questions are not as easy as the rest of the passages. Okay? Understand? Okay. Now let's move to the tips and strategies. Bismillah, Bismillah. For your very good luck, we've been through the writing section that taught us how to write academically. This would enable us to get to realize something else, which is how to know or how to know where you can find your main idea. So we know exactly where to find the main idea, don't we? The main idea of a paragraph is where?
In the first sentence.
It is usually in the first sentence.
Yes.
So if you read the first sentence in every paragraph, you will get to understand that, well, the main idea of this paragraph is in the first sentence. So if my passage will look like this here, here is paragraph 1. Here is paragraph 2, paragraph 3, paragraph 4, and paragraph 5. By the way, sometimes the passage's number, the word limit, reaches up to 2,700 words. This means that they are more than 30 lines. 30 lines could be 2 pages together. So don't be shocked to see such a thing. That would be really fine with us as long as we will master these techniques that I'm going to talk about. The first technique that I want you guys to be familiar with is what I call skim and scan. Skim and scan. And what do I mean by the word skim and scan? To skim the passage. Skim, yes. Skim and scan. To skim the passage means to read the first sentence in the passage. Underline it. Take a very short note on the most important idea. So I get to know what is this paragraph about. Yes, Mazen?
Are we recording this session?
Again, please.
Are we recording this session?
Yes, we are.
Okay, great.
Yes. Yes,
well,
yes.
What about the last session?
Honestly speaking, I didn't find time to upload them, but today, once I'm done, I will, inshallah, upload them. Today, once I'm done, inshallah. So again, so the first Again, I have to underline the first sentence in every paragraph, take notes in the margin to make sure that I know what does each and every paragraph about. Okay? After I'm done with whatever number of paragraphs I have, then I'll go very quickly through the passage, to circle some important information that may help me find answers to my questions. What should I circle? Now I've underlined the most important clue words here, or the most important ideas here. I got to know I'm done with my skimming task. So I'm done with my skimming, then I'll go through the whole passage. Doing what? Trying to circle. Circle what? Circle dates, days, names, unless there are too many. If the passage is full of names, then I don't have to concentrate. But if every paragraph talks about one name, for example, or one person in specific, then I have to circle this name, okay, to make it very clear and very obvious to me to find whenever I'm looking for an answer to the question. So again, circle days, dates, names, and any important information I may think is relevant to the question. Okay? And again, circle days, dates, names, and any important information I may think is really relevant or has to do with the coming questions. Done? Once I'm done with this, I'll go running to my questions. Is there anything that has to do with understanding what I'm reading here? Do I have to understand what I read?
Sure.
This is a very crucial question, by the way. This is a very crucial question, because once we start reading and we feel that this topic is really complicated and we cannot understand what does it at least talk about, then we get nervous and we start feel irritated, right? Unfortunately, let me say something. You don't have to understand each and every word. By the way, we only have 1 minute in this session. So let me give you the brief in it. You don't have to understand each and every word in this essay or in this article. If you try to do that, then you will be doomed. Why? Because you will lose a lot of time, concentration, and effort as well. Okay? Don't waste them on trivials you won't need to understand, unless and until something else is required. Unless and until understanding is required in this part. Halas? Do you understand what I mean? Now I'll close this session and I will meet you immediately after it. All right? Quickly. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.